Good morning, John. It's Saturday, the day of YouTube's Live in a Day project, a day in which they're asking the entire world to document their lives. They're asking everyone to answer 3 questions. The first one is, what is in your pocket? What I've got in my pocket is my Droid X. Brand new phone, very fancy, as big as, it's like holding an iPad up to my ear, it's humongous. This is my waterproof camera, which I'm going to use later. Finally, the only other thing that I have in my pocket is my pills. I have to take these every day. Without further ado, John, let's go see my day. So since it was a pretty busy day, unfortunately, we did a lot of driving. So that's how we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out driving to the farmer's market. The farmer's market is a pretty big deal in Missoula, and we started off by getting some food because we were very hungry. This guy made Catherine a fried egg sandwich. He also made a fried egg sandwich for about 1,000 other people. It was pretty amazing to watch. And then this girl made me some peanut curry, or at least she ladled some peanut curry onto some rice for me. It turned out to be one of the hottest days of the year. And earlier that day, we had seen one of Lemon's coping strategies for hot days. Oh my God, this dog has us totally whipped. So the market was packed and pretty much all of the best veggies were there, so we loaded up. And then we watched some guys juggle, which after having seen Rootberry perform wasn't as impressive as it used to be. And then we went over to the Clark Fork where there's a kayak wave and there were kayakers, and this still looks very impressive to me. And then back to the car, to our community garden plot, which we have because our condo does not have a yard, and so we love to garden. We must have a community garden plot. I'm at my garden. I just picked a bunch of dill and my fingers smell like dill. Some of my onions are falling over, which means it's time to pull them. Onion. Cauliflower. Oh, yes. It is hot. It is hot and summery. We have sunflowers here too, John. You don't gotta go to Germany to see sunflowers. That is a big beet. That is a beautiful beet. Look at this beautiful bounty of wonderful food. People just putting in their hard work, making food for themselves. This land is actually owned by the cemetery, which is over there, so we get it really cheap on the provision that if they want it, they can have it at any point to bury more dead people in. More dead people? Well, there's no dead people in here right now. Then back to the car, and we drove over to see some friends who are visiting from Portland. And then back to the car. Now we're at a friend's house taking care of her chickens. She raises chickens for a living. This isn't like her personal flock or anything. And then, of course, my very favorite part, Splash, Montana. I grew up in Florida, so by my standard, it is like this adorably quaint and tiny water park. So mostly we just lounged around. Catherine ate a horrible thing that was delicious.
It's basically the kind of stuff that you would find in a taco, and they put it on top of a bag of Doritos.
But we did go on some slides, and while I was on one slide, I answered the second question, which is, what am I afraid of?
I most fear that the wonderful way I live my life today will ruin life for generations of people to come.
And then later that night we were walking and Catherine saw this sign and she made up a song about it. Here it goes. 1 large, 2 top sticks and 2 pops. All for $16 at the pizza pipeline. And John, I never did answer the last question, which is, what do you love? And I just find that to be a very difficult question to answer because I would just be talking for a long, long time. I could just list all of the things in this video. I love juggling, and I love farmers markets, and I love babies, and friends, and Catherine, and Doritos, and water parks. I love all those things, and I love video. I love making video, and I love what it represents. So thanks to everyone who's involved in this, from John, who had the idea in the first place, to everyone who watches, who makes this, possible. So thank you, and John, I will see you on Wednesday.